This time we're going to talk about Spectre. All right. First off, it made number one at the box office this weekend, with Peanuts ranking in second place. Uh, let's talk about Spectre a bit. These are actually my final thoughts. You might have saw the last video. If not, don't worry about it. The last video on Spectre was just some background on the organization and the past Bond films, and that's about it. Uh, for this movie, a lot of people have mixed reviews about it. I'm not gonna lie, I have mixed reviews, mixed feelings about it. I also do. I also have mixed feelings about it. Um, it's not. They're not bad mixed feelings. It's just like a little like it raised more questions than I could say. I don't know if that makes sense. It raised more questions. All right. If you followed up all the way from Casino Royale till now, you could kind of understand why it opened so many questions and why some things in Spectre did not reach out. Like some things that were meant to be like surprising and shocking were just like, eh. I'm I'm not bashing on Spectre. As a matter of fact, I like this movie. Like no, I love this movie. Forget it. I love this movie actually because if we had the effects back then during the Connery days, this movie would be what they would what they would want to do back then. But I'm not gonna say it was better than Skyfall. A lot of people say Skyfall was better and that Spectre was better than Quantum. Um, it was a fun movie. Spectre was more to the older Bond fans, not the newer ones, because there was a lot of throwbacks to the original Bonds. The humor, the some of the costumes, uh, and just what they were trying to go for. Okay, let's talk about the cast. All right, Daniel Craig, awesome as always. Um, for the villain, Christoph Waltz, it's confirmed. All right, if you have not seen the movie, please leave because it's kind of this video is a mixture of kind of ranting, spoiler, and kind of a review. It's just a mixture of everything. It's a goulash of Bond knowledge. All right, Christoph Waltz as Oberhauser. It's confirmed at the end of the movie that he is Blofeld. Um, which is really nice. We need Blofeld. We need a villain. A we just needed a villain, like his standalone villain, like like Batman has the Joker, like Sherlock Holmes has Moriarty. Blofeld is the Joker to James Bond's Batman, and we did need him. We did need him. It was about time. Why? What was the holdup? If you're wondering, why was he supposed to be a big part? All right, let's go back to the '60s. Blofeld was a big part from Doctor No all the way till Diamonds Are Forever, excluding Goldfinger. Spectre was a big part of it, and number one, Ernst Blofeld, it was the big bad guy behind the scenes, the puppet master. After after Diamonds, there was a lawsuit between I forgot the guy's name, but if you've seen Thunderball, Ian Fleming, he wrote the book. Well, there was another guy that also co-wrote the book with Ian Fleming, and there was just some issues due to rights about characters in Thunderball, and Spectre was one of them. Spectre, Blofeld, and the rest were part of it. So that's why we didn't see them for a while. That's why they were taken away because of the lawsuit and due to rights of the characters and the authors. Until now, the family settled on something with Eon Productions and Barbara Broccoli, and we got Spectre back. This movie was supposed to be the end for Daniel Craig, um, and there's a lot of things going on with the whole Daniel Craig thing. He says he'd rather slit his wrists than play Bond again. Now they're saying, oh well, he signed a contract, so he has to kind of do the next one. Well, in my opinion about the whole Daniel Craig thing, I think that after he sees that how the movie did, and and he'll take some time off. You know, some people say he just needs to take some time off, get his mind off Bond. You know, he got hurt while filming, and you know, it was just too much. I believe there was too much pressure on him because this was supposed to be the biggest, the greatest, and the the love letter to all the Bond fans. So I guess he just didn't want to hear it or deal with it. I kind of understand, you know, if you're at a job, you know, there's pressure, a lot of pressure on you, you know, and you're dealing with people every day, you know. At the end of the day, you don't want to deal with it, or you might even quit or not come back, you know, because you just don't want to deal with it. Then in hindsight, you're like, crap, I just walked. I need the job. All right, so will he come back? Hey, who knows? Anything is possible. But many of you are wondering, spoiler, who is Blofeld? Well, let me give you an example. Let's be honest. How can I say? All of you has seen a parody of Spectre at least once, and let me show you an example of who is Blofeld. Well, it's no other. Blofeld is no other than the inspiration for Doctor Evil.
You know, I have one simple request, and that is to have sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads. Now, evidently, my cycloptic colleague informs me that that can't be done. Can you remind me what I pay you people for? Honestly, throw me a bone here. What do we have?
Sea bass.
Right.
They are mutated sea bass.
Really? Are they ill-tempered?
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Blofeld's supposed to be. Originally, he was bald, he has a scar, hence the inspiration for Dr. Evil, but they do bring the scar back. Although, I may sound a little picky, I wish, you know, they could have gotten more into depth with the scar, because the scar, how it happened, it was like, really? You got a scar from that? Okay, well, there was a scene where Bond gets a Rolex, and it's supposed to blow up. The Rolex is like it's a little bomb. It's a detonator. It's a bomb. The watch is the bomb. That watch is bombing. Okay, that's enough. So he throws Madeline Swan. She really throws a watch. She throws the watch at a control panel that Blofeld's at, and it just blows up, and he flies back. Many of you are saying, "Well, duh, there was an explosion. Of course, he gets a scar." But it looks like, it looked like, no glass shot in his face. I at least would have loved to see a quick snippet scene of him at least crawling out, covering his face or something, because later on in the scene where he actually shows the scar, it's just like, oh, okay, like, how did that happen? But I'll give you this. Daniel Craig, when he's Bond and he calls Blofeld, each Bond has their own accent and flavor they bring to saying Blofeld. Connery had his, Lazenby had his. I don't know if Moore ever called him Blofeld. Well, and For Your Eyes Only, there was a little snippet of Blofeld, and that was supposed to be the end of Blofeld. And Daniel Craig, how he calls him Blofeld, you could buy it. You buy that is actually James Bond and that's actually Blofeld. Now for the whole reveal. The whole reveal of everyone was connected and involved in Spectre. Vesper, Casino Royale, everyone. Lashif, Silva, I forgot the dude from the last Quantum, I forgot his name. I forgot that dude's name. Forget him. He wasn't even all that cool anyway of a villain. Sorry, whatever your name is. Dominic Green. I can't believe I remember his name, Dominic Green, and that was